That's a lofty. But he attacks the basket.
We're setting up to play. You don't see the live stream? Are you on YouTube? And you at home? Oh, you know,
ansioso de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que viven cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo, tuyo, descoloricemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada, vengo sin temor a no perder nada.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
Impossible. Romeo, go. SUPADEVILISH. No, devilish. Devil. DEVILISH. No, back up all the way to devil. Spell the word devil. Yeah, LISH. Right here. Subscribe.
I say now, Super PS4.
Yeah. Wait. Start it, Tyree. Let's start playing it. It should show me whoever joined. It'll take a couple seconds.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out.
Me. That's my name on this. I didn't know how to carry Supernatural across.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy. Fast as light.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
All right.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow. But Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Now here's Curry. The dish to Bryant. Pass to Morning. Just 5 on the clock. Curry kicks to James. Rebounded by Hardaway. Well, great for Hoiberg. It's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of the NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will. Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year.
You blocked that?
Impossible. Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
Now here's Hardaway, following the miss by Kobe Bryant.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Don't worry, the game just started.
Morning kicks to Kobe.
The game just started.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kobe's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's just started.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
Just started.
MJ finding his man right there.
Golden State moving the ball around. Kobe's got 5.
He got a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and he gets it to go.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Jordan. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
He hits the second from the line. And the Warriors with possession here.
I can do better than that. It's just because it's my first shot.
Outside
the people I used before, they're faster. So when the slow person...
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Passes it to Kobe. Shot clock at 5. Back to Curry. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
That should have never went.
Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team in the way they approach the game.
Here's Drexler, takes the 12-footer and hits.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry passes to Garnett, and he lays it straight in. Garnett's got his second basket of the night.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Westbrook with it. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
And that one's good. James has got his first 2 points of the night.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Chicago making some changes. Pippin's checked in for Westbrook. Johnson comes in for Michael Jordan. And West subs in for Hardaway. Golden State also making some changes. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Garnett. And it's Paul in for Curry.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
They get it again. Here's Mourning. They shoot again. He takes it up and brings it in. Mourning's got his first basket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins, and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Now here's West. Alonzo Mourning unable to get his shot to go. Ewing inside. He's guarded by Mourning, and he gets it to go. Ewing's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Now, here is Mourning. Back to Paul, and it's Bryant in the corner. Some firepower, Clark, from his offense.
How about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
So, Cross, once you set up
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Broadcast. You could broadcast when you.
He misses the free throw. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games and win the finals. Impressive work.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Paul George comes in for James. And it's Klay Thompson in for Kobe. Now, here's Thompson. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Klay Thompson, and that's good. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Morning sends it back. Here's George.
The game's over. He's only leading me by 4 points. What do you mean I'm coming back? The game is not over.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The shot's good on the assist by George. 6 points for Klay Thompson. Chicago with the ball. 9-point game.
I've seen that.
It's tipped from deep three-point range. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably.
Inside of that thing with it, because I want.
Inside of who? The small fish?
Yeah, where the fish is inside of.
Oh,
yeah, put it.
Put the whole thing in there? Huh?
Yeah, what, Lizzie, what?
Put the whole thing?
Yes, inside the thing where he is. I don't want it all over the tank, but just drop one piece in there so they can eat it.
One piece in here? In the top tank or the bottom tank? One small piece in the bottom tank?
Yes, and the rest of it inside of the container thing he's in.
That's that guy in the corner. Order a lara.
Ugly, dude. But you're ugly, though. Wait, so that thing you could download any game for free on? Yeah. Any game? Just say any game?
No, the plus pack that has all the hundreds of games. Yeah, that.
They're going to sleep now.
Who?
Is he on?
Yeah, already. He's gonna watch it. He's not gonna stay on.
I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
The light was off. Can you turn it to the blue light for me? The bright blue.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
They've got Ewing. Drexler out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Hardaway in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Jump ball. Jump ball.
Got a piece of it, and it's the Bulls with the ball. Drexler. Garnett with the block, but he stays with it. Kicks it to Drexler.
What?
Can't get it to go.
You gotta be kidding me. How are you blocking every fucking thing?
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
I think he's the one. Romeo.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Lets the three fly.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Westbrook dishes to Drexler. From deep. Westbrook, no good. Warriors leading by 11. Outside Curry. This one for three. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Here's what Chicago's going with right
now.
What
the fuck?
Zingas, he's checked in for Ewing. Pippen comes in for Clyde Drexler. And it's Jordan in for Russell Westbrook. Different look here for the Warriors. LeBron's checked in for Garnett. Andrew Wiggins comes in for George. Wade, he's checked in for Thompson. And Paul subbed in for Steph Curry. Here's Porzingis, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got his first bucket in this one.
Just the shot they wanted. Point blank range.
Hardaway against Paul. Here's Pippen. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Paul for three. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Hardaway. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Jordan with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Iverson passes to Porzingis. Bulls moving the ball around.
Why would you do? Yeah.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Wade with the ball. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Paul. Iverson against Wiggins. Paul outside. 5 to shoot. Wiggins against Iverson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And stolen by James. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Warriors leading by 11. And the wide open shot from Paul. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Johnson. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Why?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pippen dishes to Ewing. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. Mourning's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pippen with the steal. Here's Ewing, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Kobe. Mourning kicks to Paul. Clock at 6. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Paul with the steal. Lets it fly. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Come on, Tyrone! Press the fucking button!
Highly recognized players
Nobody
in the game. High school All-American, college All-American, NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Drexler, he's checked in for Chicago. Westbrook comes in for Jordan. Different look here for the Warriors. George is checked in for Mourning. Garnett comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. Thompson, he's checked in for LeBron. And Curry subbed in for Chris Paul. Now, here's Curry, following the shot by Patrick Ewing. Highly decorated Chris Paul, multiple NBA All-Team selections, all defensive team selections. No MVP yet. It's probably right around the corner, though, for him.
Yeah, you know what? He's only worried about one thing, though, and that's hoisting that Larry O'Brien
Why do you always say that when
trophy
niggas
at some
do?
point in his career.
You're such a fucking clown.
Outstanding patience and
It doesn't matter.
decision-making
I
for
was
them
open for a
offensively.
fucking three-pointer. Every
Absolutely.
time
Their
you see
ball
somebody
movement
shoot,
has
you
been
go,
outstanding,
why?
and they're piling
They're
up
only fucking
the
person
assists.
to shoot
Curry
three.
with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
I don't know what
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Thompson for three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
He got a good start.
Here's Ewing. He's got 8. Here's West. Banked in off the glass.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
He got it up. No good. And so that's the end of the first half.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Here with...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters.
The button.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter.
I can't press through that.
Yes, you can. You're the first person.
I am pressing the button.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Garnett. Brian is out there with Steph Curry. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Mourning, and at the 5, roaming the paint. And Westbrook throws it down.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Here's Curry. The Bulls getting the bucket. In the corner, it's James. Here's Kobe. And the layup's good off the glass. Bryant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Curry against Hardaway. It's Chicago with another bucket.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Outside, Bryant fires the 3. Garnett dishes to Mourning. Curry against Hardaway. Here's Garnett and the powerful one-handed slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead
How
like
are you
that,
blocking it when I'm
take a
already
few
in the
chances.
air?
A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. And just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Poked loose. And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one's good. Kobe's got 9 points.
He did, man.
And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, it says even more about LeBron that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Warriors leading by 14.
He's dead ass told me that he's
now
not the
Curry.
one that broke the controller.
13 points in the game.
Jump kick the controller.
No luck. Good D by Hardaway.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Easy to see who's going to win that
race.
I
don't know what
early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Now here's Garnett. 8 points for him. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points
you gotta be
if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
The Bulls making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the Warriors. Paul comes in for Curry. Now here's Drexler. Following the miss by Kobe Bryant. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Allen Iverson is checked in for Chicago. Klay Thompson is checked in for Golden State. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
It was a block, but it was ridiculous. Hello.
Oh, Dad.
I always charge my controllers. Was somebody using the fucking controller today? No. He was using the controller today? I don't like this nigga. I don't like this nigga with my fucking.
You want to switch controllers?
And what difference is that gonna make?
You can switch controllers and go to the other team. I'm going to my team. Look. You could do that. Look. You could do that. Look, we'll be able to switch controllers.
Yo, you see if... Yo, Tyru, I will dead ass kill you today. Dead ass. Do not move the controller.
Possession.
$65 for that fucking controller.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. The feed to Pippen. And stolen by Mourning. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Bryant. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
With the shot. Iverson kicks to Pippen. Outside Hardaway. Iverson passes to Hardaway. Tries again. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the night.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Iverson, no luck.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive. and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the ball and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Johnson, he's checked in for Chicago. West comes in for Hardaway. The Warriors also with a sub. George is checked in. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. And George, here we go. And he dunks it down.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Chicago.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Last year, they have become a fixture. Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups for them in that series, but they were able to prevail.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Zinkas, he's checked in for Ewing. Anthony Davis comes in for Clyde Drexler. Jordan, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Magic Johnson. And the Warriors also making a change. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Mourning.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity. That playoff series against the Bucks, the Bulls looked like they were primed for an upset as they started slowly. Eventually pulled it together and came in as the underdogs against the Cavs.
And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Paul with the steal. Thompson from long range. Westbrook pulls it in.
And the Cavs knocked out the Bulls in 6 games. Bulls went up 2-1 in the series, but didn't have an answer for LeBron. Strong effort from the Bulls, though, but they just couldn't match the firepower of the Cavs.
Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
West misses. Warriors leading by 13.
That was the Rizzy business.
Open shot, Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
In this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Jordan. Singles passes to Jordan. Here's West. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really...
Okay, back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.
Oh, yeah? Come, Kyrie.
Here's Pippen. Pippen is out there with Drexler. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Ewing. And it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. To the inside, Ewing. And that one is stuffed right through.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Warriors shooting 49% in the game. They'll take that. On defense, Chicago. They trail by 11. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Johnson. Into the Bulls, shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Pippen kicks to Drexler. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Up high and down hard with the one hand.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
The 3 from Bryant. They get it back. Here's the break. Here's Johnson.
How are you blocked with a nigga's back turn?
Down low.
It don't make any fucking sense.
Nigga
back turning.
Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
That nigga playing like a
and let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
How about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the teams. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. From deep, Drexler. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Dishes it to Curry.
Oh, my God.
Launches it.
Over there.
And the shot is good. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
From deep, Drexler. Drexler with another miss. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. In transition, here come the Bulls. The finish.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how a brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
What do you think they give you, 10 seconds?
And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Ewing kicks to Drexler. Harden dishes to Pippen. It's tipped and stolen by James. And it's the Warriors on the break, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and excellent feeds from Steph Curry.
Here's Hardaway.
I've never had so much problem with passing before.
Now here's Ewing. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Such a strong finisher.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Ewing can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 14. Curry kicks to Garnett. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And the Warriors making a change here. Abdul-Jabbar has checked in. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. And Patrick Ewing went to slam.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
To the middle, it's deflected. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Kobe kicks to Garnett. To the wing right side.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to not
stepped out.
And the Warriors with possession here. Outside Curry. Ewing with the block.
After having a really strong start to this game, he just hasn't been able to get it done this half.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 14. 1:22 left to play in the final quarter. Chicago ends up going with the new group. Different look here for the Warriors. Wiggins is checked in for Garnett. Paul George comes in for James. Thompson, he's checked in for Kobe. And Chris Paul subbed in for Curry. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Warriors.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
Yeah, but how come
and maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Curry. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody near George. Drills it from outside. And the Warriors lead by 17.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Iverson. Back to West for three. No good. Good D by Thompson.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down the shot like that against that kind of defense.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yo, if I was a commentator, I would down it like that. I would have done what? What is it? What?
And here's George for three. Off the mark. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into
guys, Paul George.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
I'm going to use your editor. I'm going to use it my head.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without Stephen Curry. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just...
Okay, like, dog, he's to get chin. So, come on.
So Golden State will get the first possession.
And you know it's balls, ma.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars in Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, actually excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Davis is checked in for Drexler. Iverson comes in for Michael Jordan. And West subs in for Hardaway. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry is out there with Bryant. And it's LeBron James.
Come
and it's
on.
Garnett.
Higher.
And it's Mourning. And
Higher.
it's down low.
Come on.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark. So strong. Going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of.
Kobe can't hit.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register one win against every other team. In my goodness, his head was above the rim on that one. When he rises up, folks, it almost looks as though he's not human.
He really is the picture of power, isn't he?
No doubt.
And he's actually a human highlight reel. Seems like highlights were invented for him.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Iverson kicks to Westbrook. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. West outside. The kick out to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Davis, the pass to Westbrook. That's good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Iverson with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Iverson against Curry. It's Davis on the wing. Back to Westbrook. He's looking for Iverson and finds him. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Curry dishes to Garnett. Over to the wing. Looking to end the drought. Another miss by Curry.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Mourning. And the Warriors decide to take their first.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer to them. You know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Different look here for the Warriors. Wiggins is checked in for Garnett. Paul George comes in for James. Klay Thompson is checked in for Bryant. And Paul subbed in for Steph Curry. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
The drive by Iverson. The stupendous finish in traffic. Iverson's got 6.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Thompson against Westbrook. Here's West. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Iverson. Wiggins with the rebound.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Thompson with the bucket.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014 and proved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
On the wing, George. Back to Thompson. Three-pointer. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Now you know you got game when you can knock down a shot like that with the defense hanging all over you. It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. The win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. And a miss there on the triple.
That's not the best of shot selection here. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on it. He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
The Bulls leading by 4. Stolen by George. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Oh, he got the D that time. Nice up and under.
West against Paul. Westbrook drives in. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those playing.
Tie game and some... And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous... Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
We've got Russell Westbrook. Ewing is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's West, and it's Iverson in at the 2 guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season. His return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
No one covering.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Man.
The spinorama, kind of like using the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
I tell you what, spinorama, I like the nickname. You may have started something there.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
They're starting to get a little triple happy, falling in love with that three-pointer.
Starting to cast him up a bit too often here in the second.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
So, Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Jordan comes in for Russell Westbrook. James Harden, he's checked in for Iverson. Hardaway is subbed in for West. Curry against Harden. Now here is Hardaway. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
Stolen by Harden. It's tipped. And it's the Warriors on the break. Kobe, no good.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Good. Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch.
Thompson, he's checked in for LeBron. Garnett kicks to Curry. Back to Garnett. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Buries it from three-point range. Thompson's got 9.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
For 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Jordan against Thompson. It's Harden with the drive. Have the space there, but it's offline. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. They now take the lead. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and break both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
To the paint. Here's Garnett. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Garnett's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Some changes for Golden State. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Mourning. Paul George comes in for Kobe. And it's Paul in for Curry. Kicks it out to Garnett. George with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Hardaway kicks to Ewing. To the middle.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Paul passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Paul. Hardaway with the steal. And here's the break. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And again, no good by Golden State. And 3 from Jordan. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the 3-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the 3rd. And stolen by Jordan. And Thompson sends it back. Garnett dishes to Paul. Garnett kicks to Paul. No good trying to... And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's Chicago. They're up by 4.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Nothing. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
And what a game for Iverson. He's got 13 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Garnett out there with Mourning. Then it's Curry. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Bryant in at the 2. Here's Jordan. And it doesn't even draw iron.
For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
Here's Curry. The 19-foot shot. That one goes. Count it. Curry's got 5 now.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover. And, guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has will go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And it's slammed in by Garnett. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug-of-war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Here's Kobe, and Ewing with the block, and they're able to recover. Oh, that's offensive interference. Well, Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hardaway with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
Chicago foul call. That's his second personal foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. LeBron outside. Rebound by the Bulls.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Got a piece of it. Bulls moving the ball around. Back to Jordan. The feed to Harden. Can they get it? And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Timeout called the Warriors. As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls, Clark, had playoff experience prior to their postseason run a season ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, 2-time champion in the locker room, big, as is having almost a dozen guys who understand the intensity and the details that playoff basketball requires.
Chicago ends up going with the new group. Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3 ball well. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Butler. Pippen kicks to Johnson. Drexler drives in. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on and on. Yet he's made it and made it big.
It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much great a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Thompson against Butler. Just 5 to shoot. All alone. No good from Abdul-Jabbar.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Paul George with the steal. And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Feeds it to Drexler. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Now it's a 7-point Chicago lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
It's Pippen with the drive, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed. And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Open shot, Butler. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls lead by 11. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Drexler is out there with Pippen. Then there's Davis. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Johnson in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. With his first shot attempt, and it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Alonzo Mourning. Johnson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively, and Davis puts it in.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Back to Mourning. Butler against Kobe. Clock at 4. Lets it fly from 18. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Mourning. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Butler kicks to Johnson. Dishes to Pippen. Back to Johnson. Outside Butler. Here's Drexler. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Timeout called the Warriors. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And here's Iverson outside. The Bulls keep it alive. Jordan against LeBron from the arc. Jordan can't get it to go.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Allen Iverson on the wing. Wade is covering. Garnett with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Curry, good.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
And stolen by Mourning. Inside. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Stephen Curry.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Iverson kicks it to West. Step back shot. Iverson can't get that one to fall. Wade with no one around. Nails the corner three.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
But, Greg, they can't relax yet. I mean, they've still got plenty of work to do here.
And he answers right back with a three of his own.
Watch out now, Shooky Sookie. We got a duel shaping up right here. This could be mano-mano for a little while.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Ryan is back in for the Warriors. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that on as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clay.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
West against Curry. In the corner, it's James. The three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They've led by as many as 11 points. Iverson against LeBron. Back to West. And a wide open look for Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West.
Oh my, there wasn't even anything back.
Dad.
You didn't even break me.
Look at this.
Whack.
Ooh. Look how I did.
why?
Look how I did it.
Like,
Look
you
how I did it
like
with this
me.
team coordination. This is team chemistry right here. Look at this. I'm Ivy right here. Whoops.
Wow.
Faked him. Bow.
And now a 9-point Bulls lead. Golden State running out of time. Kobe with it. Iverson picks him up. Outside Bryant. There's the steal.
Lock up.
Curry against West. Iverson outside. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Bryant. And he takes the feed and slams it home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Down low, the drive by LeBron.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they save the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Warriors making a change here. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. It's stolen by Garnett. Here's Curry. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instinct straight to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And out of bounds as the Bulls take possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Chicago's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. West passes to Ewing. Here's Porzingis. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Bryant. Count it.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
It's stolen by Garnett.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
Jordan kicks to Ewing. West with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. Yeah, you have to do that, but you can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're losing by 3. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Paul with the 3, and play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 5. 1 second left to play here in the fourth. Knocked loose. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Russell, congratulations on this win. What were the main factors that helped you stay in control of this one down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. We did a good job all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game.
Fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I love it.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Bro, how you took up the standard and niggas not watching tomorrow?
Oh! Yo, look towards the darkness! Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what the? Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo, it's I leap over lies in a single pound. I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm hot on his trail, but sometimes he slips away because he has an army. They always give me trouble, mainly hatred, jealousy, and envy. They attack me. They think they got me, but I use my super science and I twist all three. I see sparks over that building at me. I dip, do a backflip, then I in the heart with bookmarks. Ignorance hates when I drop it, but no matter what he do, he can't stop the prophet.
Yo, Prophet, come here real quick. Yo, I just saw Ignorance downtown. Let me put you on. Word, he down there bugging. He got them ill and out.
Let's continue the saga, mad drama. I met this chick, she said she knew where Ignorance was at. I said where? She said downtown. He had... I think the line is a setup, I can smell it, but Ignorance is running rampant. Aight, baby, show me the exact spot. Meet me at Hoyt and Skimmerhorn at 3 on the dot. So I hops up on the A train, I'm being followed. My 7th senses danger. I turn around, this anger, and he brought a marble on. It's the same old song. Despair and animosity got broke with the swiftness. I don't know what they think this is. I feel a sharp pain in my neck, now I can't see on my hair. They hit me with a dart filled with the pork chop serum. I tried to hold on, but before long I dropped. When I awoke, I was locked in the barber shop, trapped in the barber's chair. Oh no, they're gonna try and cut my hair, but that can't stop the prophet.
Yo, Prophet, Ignorance is tired of you following him around. We about to put an in and out right now. Animosity, Sphere, what's up? Get him, yeah.
Passed by, I hear a buzzing noise. It was that chick with some of Ignorance's boys. She said, Prophet, we got you beat. By the way, I'm Mr. Ignorance's wife, deceit. But enough talk now for your haircut. When the clippers touched my hair, they blew the... After the explosion, there was no one left. Cause I know dim mop, poison hand, touch of death. My vision's still kinda blurry, but I see a clue. Ignorance is at the library. I hurry with lightning speed like the Flash. He's at the big one on Grand Army Place. When I get inside, the door shut and the lights go off. Another trap. I hear a hissing sound. I smell a funny smell. I gasp, I can't breathe. Ignorance is laughing at me, waiting on my downfall. But he can't stop the prophet.
Well, Prophet, it seems like you're in a bit of a jam. I hope you can unstick yourself. Oh, and what you did to my wife, it was nothing. I have others. The saga continues.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K.
Tell them where I'm from. I make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town? Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking Russia need a visit. I'ma run it to the limit, and me, I'ma win a Venice. LA got the people saying, Brooklyn saying, I see them saying,
Oh yeah.